Hello guys, I am Nisha Bandal. I am coming with a new video and our YouTube channel Edufy India. You can join us with the WhatsApp, Facebook and Telegram. Today I am coming with a new topic which is a tissue. In the last video we see all living organisms are made up by a cell and there are the unicellular which a single cell perform all basic function. Example amoeba. In this topic we see tissue, plant tissue and the types of the plant tissue. So start with the what is the tissue. A particular function is carried out by a cluster of the cells at a definite place in the body. This cluster of the cells is called as a tissue. It is arranged and designed so as to give the highest possible efficacy of the function. The examples are blood, phloema and the muscles. So we see the plant and animal have the same tissue. Let's compare their structure and the function in the plant and animal tissue. Plants are stationary or fixed. They don't move. They have a large quantity of the supportive tissue and it generally a dead cell. Animal move around in a search of the food, mate and the shelter. So they require the living tissues. They consume a more energy as compared to the plant. So most of the tissue contain a living or the fixed. Another difference between the animal and the plant is the pattern of the growth. Plant grow at a certain region while the animal is a not. So there the pattern of the growth is also different. So the answer of the question is a no. Plant and animals have a different types of the tissue. There are the some tissue in the plant they divide throughout their life. This tissue localize in a certain region depending on the dividing capacity of the tissue. It divides into meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. So start with the meristematic tissue. The growth of the plant occur only in a certain specific region. This is because the dividing tissue is known as a meristematic tissue. Depending on the region where they are present, meristematic tissue are classified as apical, lateral and the intercalary. Apical. Apical meristema is present at the growing tip of the stems. New cell produced by a meristem itself, but they grow and mature. Their characteristics change slowly and they become a differentiate as component of the tissue. The breadth of the stem or a root increase due to the laterality of the meristematic. Intercalary meristematic seen in some plant is located near the node and help to increase the length of the stem and the root. Cells of the meristematic tissue are very active. They have a dense cytoplasm, thin cellulose walls and the prominent nuclei. They lack the vacuoles. Permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue take up a specific role and lose the ability to divide and they form a permanent tissue. This process taking up a permanent shape, size and the function is called as a differentiation. Differentiation leads to the development of the various types of the permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue. A few layers of a cell beneath the epidermis are generally simple permanent tissue. Parenchyma is the most common simple permanent tissue. It consists of a relatively unspecialized cell with a thin cell wall. They are the living cell. They are usually loosely arranged, thus large space between the cell are found in the tissue. The tissue are generally store food. Yet another type of the permanent tissue is a sclerenchyma. It is the tissue which make the plant hard and the stiff. The cell of this tissue are the dead. For example, husk of the coconut is made by the sclerotomatous tissue. They are the long and the narrow as the walls are the thickened due to the ligand. The tissue is present in the stem around the vascular bundle in the veins of the leaves and the hard covering of the seed and the nut. It provides strength to the plant part. It protects all the part of the plant. This protection against a loss of the water, mechanical injury and the investigation by the parasitic fungi. Epidermis. We observe the outermost layer of the cell is called as the epidermis. The epidermis is usually made of a single layer of the cell. Epidermis cells of the root whose function is a water absorption, commonly for a long hair part. In some plants living in a very dry habit, the epidermis may be thicker since protection against the water loss is critical. The entire surface of the plant has an outer covering epidermis. Epidermal cell on the auricle part of the plant often secrete a waxy and water resistant layer on their outer surface. Most epidermal cells are relatively flat. Their outer and the side walls are thicker than the inner wall. There are the small pores here, there in the epidermis of the leaf. This process is called as the stomata. Stomata are the enclosed by the two kidney-shaped cell which is called as a guard cell. They are necessary for the exchanging a gas with the atmosphere, and the epidermal cells of the root whose function is the water absorption. As a plant grows older, the outer protective tissue undergo a certain changes. A strip of a secondary meristematic located a cortex from the layer of the cell which constituting the cork. Cork are the dead cell and arranged without the intracellular space. They also have a substance called as a submarine in their wall that make them impervious to gases and the water. Complex permanent tissue. The different type of the tissue we have discussed until now. We see the types of the cell which is called as a simple permanent tissue, and there is another type of the permanent tissue is the complex tissue. It made up of a more than the one type of the cell. Example, xylem and the phyloma. They are the both conducting tissue and the continuous avascular bundle. Xylem, it consists of a tracheids, vessels and the xylem parenchyma. Tracheids and the vessels have the thick wall. Tracheids and the vessels are the tubular structure and they allow them to transport the water and the minerals vertically. Xylem fibers are mainly supportive in the function. Phyloma, it is made up of the 5 types of the cell, sieve tube cell, companion cell, phyloma fibers and the phyloma parenchyma. Sieve tube are a tubular cell with a perforated wall and the phyloma transferred food from the leaves to other part. So this all about the plant tissue. In the next video we see the animal tissue. Thank you.